Viewer discretion advised.
We're all born alone.
Where can I get you?
Unless you're a twin or something. But twins creep me the fuck out. And don't even get me started on triplets or quadruple, whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know, because that's not my point. My point is, we're born alone. Spend most of our time alone. Then we all go out alone. When I was a kid, there was this show on TV, Herman's Head. You remember this shit? Herman was this dude who had these imaginary people in his head, advising him.
There's no such thing as love at first sight.
One was the nervous one, one was the romantic
That's like
one.
Inside Out.
Well, I can't remember all the details, but I remember the fuck out of that show. And I liked it because
fuck out
old
of that
Herman
show.
wasn't alone. You know what I mean? He had these people in his head.
I think I'm saying this.
For a long time, I played it like Herman. Just me. And the people advising me in my head. And then I went and fucked that up by listening.
Damn apartment. Please leave her be. Let her move forward.
She probably needs this. This is probably therapeutic for her.
Mommy.
We gotta go.
Thank you for dinner.
Yes, thank you.
You know, she's probably right. This whole thing was stupid anyways.
It was many things, but I'm not sure it was stupid.
Why? I'm a stranger that lied to you a bunch, and you're two randos that dragged me into a podcast.
Rando is a slang for a person of no significance.
I used context clues, but thank you.
I use context clues, but thank you.
Podcast, though. You can learn how to use Twitter, it's not that hard.
Oh, shit.
Don't do TikTok.
Mabel,
Don't do TikTok.
it's been
Y'all too crazy.
the most alive I felt in a decade.
I like how you felt like you had to explain it to him. real
'Cause he
quick.
knows.
Yeah. He's still young with the youngins. Rando is.
So, goodbye.
We got yelled at by a mom.
I know. I'm shook. Mabel taught me that word.
I'm shook.
You know, it's a
That
law
gut
of
milk,
nature.
baby.
Nothing good ever happens on Long Island.
That gut milk must be some kind of decent, though.
Gut milk is really good.
Right? I think it's giving me abs.
13% alcohol.
No. Cheers.
I got liquor in there?
We had a good run.
Yeah, that's why I suck
And everything about that just seems
Yeah.
Gut
wrong.
milk? Yeah, come on.
And why is that exactly?
This is Mabel's life. We can't exploit her pain playing detective. Every true crime story is actually true for someone.
And this is just occurring to you.
I guess it feels personal now.
It already felt personal to me because of Winnie.
Who's Winnie?
Who? Are you kidding me? My dog, Winnie, who's recovering from being poisoned? The fact that you forgot about her completely is deeply concerning
I
to me.
literally
Why?
forgot
We
about
barely
her.
know each
Yeah.
other. Mabel was right. We're all randos.
Of course we know each other.
Are my parents dead or alive?
Dead.
Lucky guess.
Yes.
Does
He
that
said it confident as hell,
No,
though.
it's Teddy, our sponsor. Come to me.
Fields and shit themselves in it.
Desperate to flee, my Yaya made a trade with a Turkish soldier. Her necklace for a spot on a boat to take her to America. The soldier let her keep 2 coins. One to invest in a new future, and one for luck. Yaya held tight to those coins. The receipt made red with blood and the chopped off limbs of her whole family, till she finally made it to Ellis Island. Still clutching those 2 coins. She used one to start a small sandwich shop and the other she held on to and passed it on to my father so he'd never forget the sacrifices made to carry on our proud Demas name.
And your father passed it to you?
We didn't see eye to eye. In fact, he vowed he'd take the coin to his grave rather than give it to me.
Well, obviously he changed his mind.
No, I took it from him.
Or I dug the fucker up and ripped it out of his cold dead hands.
That was a twist. Go you.
That's so good.
Yeah, monologue is...
Evangelia taught me to make investments in the people who've been loyal to you, even when there's risk. I have a whole separate business in her name where I do this work. So please,
I
do
love
me
that.
this honor.
I mean, you can't. That was a really good
So is Oscar a good kisser?
speech.
She's trying to get her back.
I saw the way he was looking at you. The same way he looked at you when you were teenagers.
And do what?
I don't know. Keep you there until
Until
I'm dead. Then you can go do whatever you wanted. The old men are sad characters.
I guess. Sort of. They're also the first friends I've had in a really long time.
But seriously, how old
They're
are they?
like really old.
Yeah.
I mean, they about your age, mama.
I have to
No, they
see
older
this
than
thing.
her.
They're probably old now.
I have to figure this out.
I could never read you stories when you were little.
I know you do, baby.
I tried, but you always wanted to skip right to the end.
That's how Sharon is.
You always needed to know what happened.
If only we had a window into Tim Kono's mind. Some
She's
way to
listening
know
to it.
more of what he was doing in the days leading up to his death. A laptop, a calendar, any piece of physical...
Are you really gonna make me say it?
I'd kind of like to hear the words.
Yeah.
That's right.
I would
Also
like to.
rank us. I'm dying to know who your favorite is.
Also rank us.
I want to do this podcast. I have to finish this with you guys.
Well, good, because we have $50,000.
That is so rando.
That is not the right gesture.
Give me those two
I'm
more.
working on it.
Wait. My final peace offering.
Look what came in the mail.
Someone left this for me at the front desk. It's Tim Kono's phone.
Whoa!
But we need to find the password.
Well, we got one for you.
I love it. I love the
Say
energy.
hello.
That new
To
suspect.
Angel.
Teddy Demas? Wait, so you're saying...
That's right. Our prime sponsor is now our prime suspect.
Ooh, that's good.
Ooh, that's good.
That'll make a great last line for an episode.
And then it's the last line of this episode.
That was episode 6 of Only Murders in the Building, and let me tell you what, the plot is thickening right now, okay? You got twists and turns going on, and we just keep adding in more people that could be a suspect. It's just gonna be, the ending has to be very satisfying, I'm hoping. I love the addition of the cop. I'm glad she came back, the detective. I like how they gave her a little backstory, a little bit to see where we at right now. I love her flavor. I like the way she get down. So I'm glad she's trying to help us. Now maybe she can't go too much further, but she might help us some more up in there. But I love their dynamic with her wife or girlfriend that's over there. I love everything that happened. I'm glad we finally made up now. Now we can get back on topic of trying to get the podcast finished, also the murder solved the correct way. A lot of twists and turns going on right now. I'm not even finna begin to guess how this thing went down, because they're going to have to do a lot of explaining at the end about what had transpired. But it's seeming to be Kono was dealing with some kind of jewelry company or person or whatever, and you know, shit just went haywire, which is probably with the investor there, and that's probably how you end up getting killed. So, what we shall see. I just don't know how fantastically it's going to go down. But great episode. Can't wait to see the next one.
Yeah, I'm not going to do any predictions at this point because I feel like every single time they introduce a suspect, it's just a misdirect. I don't think even... The mystery is one thing, it's interesting and intriguing, but honestly, the dynamic of the characters is what I'm invested in. It's so good in that way. I love getting to meet Mabel's family, or Mabel's mom, and kind of seeing her perspective on how everything went down, and ultimately how destroyed Mabel has been since everything's happened. It made everything really come together from everything we've seen in the first 5 episodes, and also Oscar's perspective on that too. So I thought all of that was really great. But my biggest takeaway, the MVP of the episode for me goes to the detective. I love that the episode even opened up with her voiceover, so we got to see kind of the things that motivate her, the way that she thinks, which the show has been so creative in introducing different perspectives in that way. So the fact that we got the episode just to open up with, you know, the things that she thought, the show that she watched, the way her mind works, and then we immediately got introduced to her wife, and so you immediately love the character. They did such a great job with such a short episode to make you invested in her. And I love the fact that she knows she's got roadblocks as far as the police force goes, and her hands are tied as far as being able to do anything. Yeah. But her wife inspired her, this is not cool. We gotta, they're on to something. You can't, this hasn't been solved yet. So I love that whole dynamic. I hope this means she's going to be part of the show because I thought she did a great job in this one episode. And I wasn't expecting to see her again, so that was just a really nice surprise. So I love this episode from start to finish. I'm not making any predictions as far as where it's going. I just can't wait for the next episode. If this was something we were watching on our own, we would have already binged this. So this is another one of those shows that we just have to be patient for. But again, really excited that you guys did vote this into rotation and can't wait to check out the next episode.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Only Murders in This Building. Season 1, episode number 6. Until next time, people, peace.